Assalamualaikum dear students. Welcome to NITS Home School. I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty. Here I am Kamrun, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 4, today I am going to take your English language class. And our today's topic is present tense. And you all know that present tense do have 4 forms. And what are they? Present simple or present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So let's start with present indefinite tense. And my dear students, do you know when do we use present indefinite tense? We use present indefinite tense when an action is happening right now, or when it continues regularly, and when the action is true or universal truth. And the structure is subject plus verb 1, that means the base form of the verb, plus object or extension. Okay, now look, what is the structure? Subject plus verb 1, that means the base form of the verb or object, and we add s or es at the end of the verb according to the subject. So here's the example. We read the book. Now look, this is our subject and the base form of the verb read, and the object or the expression the book. So this is the present indefinite tense, and we use present indefinite tense to represent an action which is regular or normal or true. Another example, the sun sets in the west. Now look, this is universal truth. Sun always sets in the west. And if you want to show a regularity in some words, like Mina goes to school every day. And now look, here's Mina is singular, third person number, the subject is third person singular number, so we use goes. That means we add es at the end of the verb. And here also the sun, third person singular number, so we add s at the end of the verb. Now look, and we is the plural form, so our verb will be the base form. That means we will not use s or es at the end of the verb. And now present continuous tense, and we use present continuous tense when something is happening right now. That means when we are talking about something, and at that moment the action is happening. And we also use present continuous tense to show an action which is going to take place in near future. And our structure is subject plus am or is or are plus verb plus along with ing plus extension, or if we have extension we will write it. So okay, let me give you an example, my dear students. I am reading the novel. So now I am reading the novel. That means the action is happening right now when I'm going to, when I'm talking about this action. And if you want to show near future, I mean when the action is going to happen in near future, means they are living tomorrow. We use present continuous tense. Now present perfect tense, and present perfect tense is used to show an experience or a situation or a change which is occurred in the past but still continue in the present time. That means the action occurred in the past but has a relation in the present time. And what is the structure? Subject plus have or has according to the subject plus verb 3. That means past participle form of the verb. And for this one you need to know the conjugation of verb. That means the three form of verb: present, past and past participle. And then extension. And we can also give an example here. Now he has grown impatient. He has grown impatient over the last hour. And another example, she has gone to school. That means the action occurred in the past but is still continuing today or right now. That means it has a relation to the present time, but the action started in the past, and that means occurred in the past time. Now the last one, present perfect continuous tense, and we use present perfect continuous tense when we want to show an action which started in the past time but still continue. That means the action started in the past and has continued up until now, and the structure is subject plus have been or has been plus verb along with ing plus since or and we also use since or for. So, okay, I will show you the example, and plus extension. Now look, subject, we have writing four letters since morning. And I'm going to give you another example. She has been doing the work for 2 hours. Now you can ask, why do we use since and in this sentence for? We use since when we are talking about a duration of time. When we are talking about an undividable time like morning. We can't count morning like 1 morning, 2 morning or 3 morning. And in this moment, at the time we will use since. And when we can count the time like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 5 years, 2 years, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, we will use for. That means when the time is countable, when you can count, the time, when you can divide the time, we will use for. And when we can't divide the time, we will use since. And now, my dear students, most of the time you become confused when when will you use s or yes at the end of the verb. And I hope after today's topic, after today's lesson, you will not be confused regarding this matter. Now let's think about a family where there are 4 siblings, 4 brothers or 4 sisters. And who are they? Do you know their name? I, we, you, and they. Now look, they are the what? They are family, and they are siblings. They are brother or sister. They are 4 brothers or 4 sisters, and they behave almost same. And they sit together or they work together. Now look, and their choice is almost same. And we use, now look, in the present tense, indefinite tense. Indefinite, continuous, continuous, I am not writing the full form, perfect, and perfect continuous. We write what in indefinite tense? If you use the base form, it will be like, okay, if we write go, then I go, we go, you go, they go. And now look, in the continuous tense, now look, I is the youngest one, youngest brother or sister. So I is very much adorable, and all the sisters or brothers try to fulfill his demand. Sometimes he demands something different. So these brothers and sisters, that means they are elder brother or sisters, they try to what? Fulfill his demand. Elder brothers or sisters. Now look, in continuous tense, I use am, and the rest of the family members, that means rest of the brothers and sisters, use are. We are, you are, they are. And in the perfect tense, they all use have. I have, we have, you have, they have. And same in the perfect continuous tense. I have been, we have been, you have been, sorry, it will be have been. And they have been. And now look, in this chart, I take only am in present continuous tense, and all are same. That means they are the family members. Now come to the rest of the word. And if the subject is singular, we will add s or es at the end of the verb in the present indefinite tense. And if the subject is plural, it will be the base form. We will not not add es or s at the end of the verb. And in the continuous tense, if the subject is singular, it will be is, and if the subject is plural, it will be are. And in perfect tense, if the subject is singular, it will be has, and if the subject is plural, it will be have. And just like this, in the perfect continuous tense, if the subject is singular, it will be has been, and if the subject is plural, it will be have been. Now look, I, we, you, they are the family members. In indefinite tense, we will not use s or es at the end of the verb, and in continuous tense, only I behave differently because he is the youngest brother or sister in this family member. It will take what? M, and the rest of the sisters or brothers will take are. And in the perfect tense, all will take have verb, and in the perfect continuous tense, all will take have been. And if the subject is singular, we will add s or es at the end of the verb, and in continuous tense it will be is, in the perfect tense it will be has, and in the perfect continuous tense it will be has been. And if the subject is plural, that means more than one, we will not add s or es at the end of the verb, and the subject, in continuous tense it will be are, and in perfect tense it will be have, and in perfect continuous tense it will be have been. So thus, just remember these family members, and you will not be confused to use s or es at the end of the verb. So my dear students, there is a homework for you, homework number 5. And what is your homework? Make 2 sentences with each form of present tense. That means you will make 2 sentences following the structure of present indefinite tense, and you will make 2 sentences with present continuous tense, just like this, 2 sentences with perfect tense and 2 sentences for perfect continuous tense. So dear students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood our today's topic, and all of you do your assigned homework regularly, and you will submit your homework on every Sunday within 8 am to 4 pm. And remember, you must submit your homework, and it's very important. Do you know why? Because your SBA, diary and city marks will be given on the basis of submitting your homework copies. So do your homework regularly and submit your homework on time. So my dear students, practice a lot, study regularly and listen to your parents. See you again. Allah Hafiz.